Stephen, the final game of the year, and you're going into this one obviously with a lot of injuries, but otherwise, how are you feeling going into it?
Yeah, listen, we're going into every game positive. We're not going to use the injuries as an excuse. I think you said to me there was 10 people that were, for one reason or another, that weren't going to be involved. But you have to deal with it. There's adversity in football. We've seen that on Saturday, and you can't go in a derby of this magnitude and make excuses with it. We'll go in, we'll do our very best, we'll be competitive. We need to get to the window. We obviously know that there for numerous reasons, to get people fit again and to get new freshness into the squad. But we want to finish the year on a high. It hasn't been exactly what we wanted, and that's an understatement if I'm being honest. We need to make sure that we go with freshness next year. We need to get to that break, but this is a big game coming up for us, and we were all very much up for it.
I know what you're like, you won't look for excuses, but 10 first team players being injured, have you ever seen anything like that in your time as a manager?
I've seen injuries, but probably not 10 people where you'd start when the injured team is probably stronger than some of the teams in the league. But look, it's one of those things. Look, some of the boys will be back. We'll have 3 or 4 still long term after the break. But it gives us an opportunity to get people back, get a freshness into the squad. There's people that aren't playing as well as they should be or could be, and we need to freshen that up. I'm well aware of what we need to do in the window. We're limited with what we can do in terms of finances, but again, we've known that for 2 years, and we get on with it. We're wheeling and dealing. We've got people ready to go, and hopefully we can get that freshness into it. And the boys that are fit, the young boys get opportunities and they have to step in and take it. The boys that perhaps haven't been playing have to step in and take it, and then it makes your decisions come the window.
Speaking of those young boys, we just have to look at some of the youngsters that were on the bench. Obviously some that have played this season. You've got David Turnbull, Stuart McKinstry on the bench. They're so young but so eager to go in and impress you as well, I'm assuming.
Yeah, this is what this club's about. We don't run with a big squad, so when you do get hit with disappointment through injury, then you have to give them young kids a chance and get them involved. And for Stuart, great experience, 16 years of age. He stood out to me in training where he's a real talent for the future. Is he ready at this moment in time? Probably not. But we've got James Scott, we've got Adam Livingston, we've got Barry Maguire, all going to be involved on Saturday, and a great occasion for them to be involved. We hope that we'll get the support there. Christmas time's hard for everybody, but I'm sure there'll be a huge support getting behind the boys as they always do.
We can speak about obviously the bit of the cliches of a derby match and what's involved, but when we look at the league table, there's extra motivation for us in the sense that we could get a wee gap there from the teams below us, couldn't we?
Yeah, we've had that opportunity in the last 2 games, and we haven't taken that there. That's the truth with it. So you get another chance in football. We've got another opportunity to break away from Hamilton and go into the new year with a bit of positivity. Give the fans some positivity as well over the new year period, and then, as I say, try and strengthen and more importantly, freshen the squad up again, because I think that's what it needs.
One of those freshening ups will be the fact that Andy Rose will be playing his last game or be involved in his last game, and just how important will it be in what he's done for the club over the last 18 months? Yeah,
Andy's been terrific for me, as a boy, as a character around the place. What he done last season. He's had a little bit of a stop start, 3-4 months to this season with injuries. He'll be the first to admit, but he was a very important part of what we do, and hopefully he can finish that off on Saturday on a high note.
Yeah, and going into it, as I said about Hamilton, what do you expect from them? It's obviously a difficult place to go, difficult pitch at times, but you're preparing for a hard game?
Yeah, it'll be a scrap and a fight. I don't think I've been involved in any kind of derby at their place where there's a limited amount of football played. It's 100 miles an hour. The fans are right up for it, and the players have to be right up for it as well. So we have to battle and scrap. We have to have the confidence and the belief to actually get it down and pass the ball when it's on to play. And it's going to take big characters to win that match, and people need to step up to the plate.
Just on a final note, Stephen, you've spoke about how you're looking forward to January overall, but I guess with the injuries we spoke about, the chance to freshen things up, you must be hoping to get there on a positive note with this game at the weekend.
Yeah, we must not forget this is a huge game for us. It is, the week hasn't gone like we wanted to. Football's there's fine margins in football. We haven't met them fine margins at the moment. We've lacked a little bit of quality in the final third, and we've been undone by individual errors. So, as I say, the margins we need to take care of on Saturday, and then we'll worry about what we're able to do in the transfer window after that.
Well, Stephen, all the best for the weekend.
Okay, cheers, Lewis.